Ja.
Welcome to Our Opinion 2017 on April.
On Apfel.
No, for real, this is kind of late, yeah.
Late, mate, yeah.
Late made our opinion on Apple 2017.
I'm rolling out of the picture.
rolling
rolling
out of the picture.
God damn it, this video's getting already.
It's already a couple of seconds, but yeah. Anyway, did we do that in 2016?
What?
Apple
No.
opinion?
No, we forgot it. No, in 2000, did we?
I don't know.
Whatever.
So now we do it. Let's start.
Let's start with software.
Software.
I was 11.
iOS 11.
Really wasn't that way.
No, it was really not. It's such
I think
an
the biggest-
amazing release.
I think the biggest thing was the Apple file system.
Yeah. They made their own file system. Why? Shh.
Now you were unprofessional.
Everybody of us is unprofessional.
That's true.
So, but the Apple file system is actually good. It makes the operating system size smaller, so
Yeah.
you have more space on your phone.
Also, like all videos you do are smaller, like half actually.
Yeah, and that's very nice.
Good for 16 gigabyte, guys.
But I heard that iOS 11 had a lot of bugs on iPhone.
Which I never experienced, to be honest.
Mine also worked great. It not battery worked always great. So I don't know. But a lot of guys said, "Oh, iOS 11 so
Oh,
bad."
God.
But it's really just another release.
Another one. Where they just updated and put some features in.
Yeah. So what do they have? The camera app.
The camera app, the maps got lane guidance, speed limits and indoor maps for airports and supermarkets, and all three we didn't get.
Holy shit! Indoor maps for airports.
Yes.
I mean that's very useful if you like a ginormous airport like Frankfurt or
Yeah,
so.
but just America.
America.
Just America, yeah. So all
Wait, I will plug the laptop in so that it doesn't
Yeah.
always shut off.
talking about professionality. No, but the thing is, I was so happy, like speed limits and yay!
And now
finally.
it doesn't.
No, the thing is, in beta, in the developer software one.
Better one. Better one.
Why? God, they give me my vodka. This is getting down the drain.
Holy shit, yeah. So,
Well,
but the speed limits would have been so great.
yeah, but I'm gonna say it, okay? In beta one, it got released. The speed limits were there.
Really?
That's the thing I don't
And
get.
now it's
No,
gone.
they were there. I mean, the fun thing was in beta one. It was the graphical design of maps on CarPlay were completely fucked up. You should
Oh,
have
shit.
seen that. And the speed limit was this white box up there,
Oh,
50 like this small. But I
Great,
knew it
mate.
must have been the speed limit because it changed like to 30 and 50 something. It was really accurate.
So it was there like
But
in the
then it's
navigation.
gone. I don't get it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So why did they remove that? Would have been a great
Interesting, yeah.
feature. So indoor maps, we don't get that. Even supermarkets. I mean, how stupid are you that you don't find yourself in the supermarket? Or that's my honest opinion.
Well, Americans, right? Sorry.
But when you get this, I mean, who goes in a supermarket and says, "Oh, where is the milk? I'm gonna put it in my smartphone."
I
Now
don't-
the next right.
I
Okay.
think shopping centers are meant with that.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think it will say here's the milk. That would be brutal.
Anyhow, so we got that.
And the iPad actually got drag and drop in apps. What are you doing?
I don't know. Bug. So yeah,
So that's that.
Files app for iPad drag and drop. So many bugs.
Yeah, the files app, right?
Yeah,
Kind of a time.
the files.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's pretty useful because they never allowed you to do that
I
ever.
mean, it's still really restricted,
Yeah,
but
it's
still.
only for iCloud Drive, right?
Yeah, and some other data, which I don't know what it is.
Yeah, so it's
Whatever. Yeah.
still not that great.
And here is Watch My Ass 4. So, as you know, iOS 11, not much has changed. But here's Watch My Ass 4.0.
Do you run it?
Yeah, I run Watch My Ass 4.3 actually.
Oh, 4.3.
Yeah, the newest one.
4.3.
4.3, yeah, 4.30, or whatever.
What are new features?
Yeah, new design, new training options because I am that sporty. Yeah. The app switcher actually got introduced with that.
That's
Actually quite
good.
nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
More
and
watch.
more watch
faces.
faces, and that's it. Like,
It was
wow.
probably some stability improvement.
Yeah, obviously, but still.
Because they
Yeah.
always do that.
Yeah, and Siri can talk now. Not on mine because mine can't do that, obviously. But
It's way too
yeah,
slow.
it's way too slow to run Siri audio.
No, that
Only
requires
the
a
new
lot of
processor
power.
can do that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Apple, yeah.
And here comes the biggest software update ever.
TV
OS
OS.
11 actually. When did that happen?
No, I think that what? Wait,
Yes, 11. I checked 3 times. It's 11.
maybe they want to like get to the same number with iOS.
That could be. I don't know what. But you know what's the update in this amazing OS?
What?
Amazon
Prime.
Video got added. That's it.
That is
And 4K support. I forgot that.
so Amazon's great feature, a new feature, great. Well, I don't have that anyways.
Yeah, I don't care about it either.
And macOS High Sierra.
Sierra.
I really heard it should have been optimization and stability, but I heard in the first releases that it was just horrendous.
Horrendous. Nice word.
Horrendous.
Horrendous.
No, it really was.
Yeah, it
but
was.
on my machines it always worked.
And then there were those brutal security flaws.
Oh
that they
yeah,
had.
where you could just enter admin and it or
God,
root and
yeah.
it would give you
Yeah.
everything. That is a really bad security
Apple
flaw.
had some bad luck this year when it comes to software bugs. Yeah.
High Sierra is one of the most unnecessary Mac releases ever.
Yeah,
Would you agree?
They could have done a point something update.
It doesn't have anything at
I mean,
all.
why does Apple always have to give us every year a new OS? Just give us an update or something.
I tell you why, because they want to fade out like their old computers so that they got unsupported really quick,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they can sell their great new computers.
True.
I think that's at least my theory.
And the other things that got introduced are just like the photos that can recognize faces now.
So it's
And
NSA.
bodies, and I don't get that.
powered by NSA.
Powered by NSA, yes. And Metal got...
That's the engine, right? They made the gaming engine.
Yeah. Metal 2 is the gaming engine which now supports external graphic card. And yeah, our headsets are now
So in
supported.
terms of software, like under the hood,
Yeah, for
it's-
developers it's
for
great.
developers it's good, yeah, but it still should have been just a point
Yes.
update of
Yeah.
Sierra. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Now we come to the hardware. More and more, and yeah, there more has changed.
so yeah, there are a lot of hardware.
Yes, actually.
Now that I see that, iPad Pro,
There's a new iPad.
we already told you that in like 2014 or so.
Yes, and now here's the new one with a 10.5 inch display.
That's just so big.
Yes, a True Tone display actually that supports HDR and 120 Hertz.
That's a lot of hertz.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
crap!
That's actually really cool. I
So it
tested
does have a really nice display.
that. HDR there.
Yeah, it's a very powerful device.
And it has an A10X, which is a hexa core.
So it should compete with like the Surface and stuff.
It
And
should, yeah.
the problem is it runs
Software.
iOS
Yes.
and you can't run
Like
like.
Apple is starting to like differentiate iPads from iPhone.
But iOS 11 has a very nice iPad new iPad features.
Yes.
It has a dock. It has a very nice new app switcher. You can like put next to each other, like how do you say that? Multitasking.
Multitasking, yeah.
And it only works on later models, unfortunately. But
That's
that's
to be expected.
Apple. But that's a great step in the right direction because when it runs iOS, you know, it's
And actually, the graphics unit has 12 cores. Did you know that?
a lot of cores.
Yeah, and it starts with 64. 32 has been killed because that's the size everyone wants. So let's kill it.
64, everybody needs that much.
And of course, you need 512
Holy
gigabytes on an iPad.
Wow, that's a lot of storage.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably just for business customers the option.
I heard that this year the new iPads will be like the iPhone 10. Like
iPad
display
X.
wise,
iPad X.
iPad X,
X's.
XS or Pros, iPad Pro X, like Final Cut Pro 10.
Yeah, whatever. So it should be having no bezel.
Yeah, and the Face ID, the NSA ID. We
Yeah.
fucking called that.
The NSA ID.
We did. We
Once
predicted that.
again.
We predicted that, yeah.
Once again, that was with the iPad Pro.
Yes.
That was with the iPad.
iPad Pro, yes. You guys probably don't even know what we're
You
talking
probably you think we are insiders of Apple, but we're really not.
about. We're really not.
So,
Not
yeah.
to the max.
Max.
Max. Well, first of all, we have to say something. Phil Schiller officially said that the Mac Pro will be revamped because the old one failed, which we told you it will.
Well, I got a Mac Pro design here. It's,
Yeah, here's the heating.
that is the that
Yes.
should have no. The Mac Pro is the problem is because it's so engineering. Yet they can't put any faster processors in there because the cooling system of the Mac Pro cannot cool them enough.
That's just.
So they have to redo a whole new case. Great
that's just-
job.
Yeah, good job, Apple. Just functionality by ass.
For more function.
Yeah, like.
So maybe they go back to like the cheese grater style.
Hopefully.
Not like the whole style again, but
Modern
maybe
one,
a
yeah.
modular one where you can put in your own. Not sure how if they're really gonna do that, but they will I think make a little step back.
Well, they said though it will be modular.
Yeah, so they will make a step back and say, yeah,
Yes.
you can put in your RAM and your graphics
Yeah,
card. and
yeah.
So yeah, the iMac has
iMac goes the Kaby Lake obviously and better graphics and whatever, better display, two USB-C ports actually.
so just a little facelift.
yeah, some new ports and all other Macs, like even a MacBook Air though,
That's good.
got the Kaby Lake processors.
So yeah, that shows that they don't want to get rid of the MacBook Air so fast.
And my question to you, do you think the Mac lineup is a mess?
Yes, it's a big mess. I totally agree. A friend of mine, he wanted to buy a Mac new, and I said, don't buy one new. It's such a waste of money. It's really,
Yes, it is.
I want a new one because old computers are just crap and they always break. Especially Macs, they're not reliable at all.
Yeah.
No, we're just joking. And I was like saying to him, if you want a laptop, the only laptop you can get is a MacBook Air.
Yeah, that's true.
And he bought a MacBook Air. He bought a MacBook Air 13-inch because the smaller one is not available. And just a base model with the 512 gigabyte SSD.
Okay.
Then that is a great computer. He has USB, he has SD card,
USB, yeah.
USB, and it's still very portable, very light, and it doesn't cost so much money like
They're
the
ridiculous 1,600 or something.
and or the 1,400 for the MacBook, which is
So cheap!
so yes, the Mac lineup is a mess.
It's a mess here. And then there was this one iMac though.
That one iMac, that is great. It's just way too expensive for anyone, but the iMac Pro,
What an
that is like the Mac Pro.
surprise.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, nobody expected
No,
it.
it has 8, 10, or 18 core, and not any shitty Core M or anything, Intel Xeon. So really good
What do you
processors.
think about that if the iMac Pro came with a Core M?
Yeah, maybe they were no. I once heard that they want to go back to like the days where they had their own CPUs, like the Power PCs, and they make their own everything again. But it doesn't look like it now.
No.
So that you have 18 core up to 18 core Intel Xeon. You got nice Vega graphics cards.
Yes.
100 up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. 4 terabyte of SSD storage, and I think there's even hard drive in there.
I don't know.
A space at least,
Can
because
be,
it's
yeah.
pretty much based on the regular iMac.
So spec wise, this is really a pro
This
machine.
is a pro
And
machine.
actually, I heard if you go through the hassle of opening the iMac, you can swap things out.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, you can.
So this is, if you are a pro user and you want a Mac right now, this is I think the only one you can actually.
Yes, and the iMac Pro actually the space gray design looks great.
So it has, it really looks very nice, and has a 5K display. So even there, you're like on top of everything. So you don't need the Mac Pro.
But the prices are pro as well. It starts at $5,000.
$5,000 for a computer.
So I think that explains the question: is it too expensive?
No. I mean, yes, it has an 8 core Xeon. Yes, but that is the base, right?
Yes, the base.
So it's still way too expensive. I mean, yes, it has a 5K display.
Yes, but still, no.
So yeah, Apple, but
Apple, yeah.
I think it's a good product though. It's
the right direction.
The right direction for the pro users. Then we got Apple Watch Series 3.
Okay, let's be really fast because almost nothing has changed. Like the Apple Watch updates are kind of ridiculous in my opinion.
New dual core processor.
No, it's faster.
Oh yeah.
And Apple doesn't want to tell us how fast.
Do you remember when I was looking for the clock speed and you never find that anywhere clock speed of the CPU of the Apple Watches?
Nothing. It's just as
it's faster.
Like it doesn't even say a number or something.
It says a couple of % faster. So,
and in the technische Daten, technical specs it says like faster CPU. Like really?
No crap.
Yeah. And it says like the faster CPU enables Siri to talk with you. Really now?
I mean, we all know that processors in this day and age are not very capable when they're in small machines.
Yeah.
Like this is very. Oh no, this is just totally. This can't do Siri.
No, that's way too hard.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Only the Macs can do that.
Yeah. What is that?
You're being so professional. So. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Oh yes, GPS
Siri.
and the altitude reader got introduced and water resistant.
It's a nice feature. Yeah. So yeah.
Well.
Just another device.
And then came the iPhones that everyone was waiting for.
So the iPhone. Oh, what did I do?
No, you fucked up.
I made it smaller.
Great.
Shit, wait, let's make it bigger.
God.
Oh wait, we can read it.
Yeah, we can read it.
It's an iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, so it's the regular iPhone.
The good iPhones.
The good iPhones.
The ones you should buy.
Has the A11 CPU.
Yes, also the True Tone display and the M11.
Very nice display.
It's supposed to be actually the fastest mobile processor on a phone. Right now.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, we all know that the processors are fast.
Yes.
So we have 4K 60 frames
God
camera.
damn. That's file size though.
Yeah, that file size.
That's file size.
But yeah, it's just incredible.
I think it's 500 megabytes per minute.
Holy shit! But it's just incredible that you can actually do this.
Because like many camcorders can't even do that.
So yeah, it's 120 frames per second slow mo.
Or 240 actually.
What? Even more?
Even more. And the front. 7 megapixel full HD.
No, we can't do it.
Auto HDR.
So.
And no, here's the fun thing though. It supports HDR10 and Dolby Visions, but doesn't have an HDR screen.
That's Apple, they put a 4K camera on it as well, and you can watch it in 4K because the screen is 1080p.
Hey, but they needed a feature for the other iPhone, right?
Yeah, the other iPhone.
The one everyone was waiting for, and we already knew it's gonna be not great.
The iPhones.
iPhones.
Yeah, it's, I saw it. It's 100% glass, right?
Yes, it got back to the iPhone full design.
I mean, it looks good. It looks okay. Good. It kind of grew on me. I first thought it was very ugly with this missing bezel.
And with the camera, like.
Yeah, I still don't like that.
Yeah, it looks strange.
It's weird, and
I think that was done for virtual reality.
We'll get to this point very quick. It's just too expensive.
Yes.
I mean, $1,000 for a phone.
For a phone.
When Steve Ballmer said once $500.
Yeah,
$500 for a phone.
And he would flip out right now.
He's like double that. So.
But this time also the public things like that.
Yeah, Apple was like, oh, these idiots, they will buy it anyway.
No, they didn't. The thing is, you might ask, what's the difference between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X?
So what's the difference?
I'm sorry, iPhone 10.
What's the difference? What's the difference, mate?
I will tell you, mate.
Yes.
The A11 is not an A11, it's an A11 Bionic chip. It has neural architecture.
So yeah, it's got great technology, yes.
Yes, and it obviously has the true depth camera. For depth, no. It's the Face ID It has Face ID, yes, so face recognition.
So it kind of recognizes some points in the face.
But the thing is, what I have wanted them to do is integrate the fingerprint still in the display, which
That
some
would have
phones
been-
actually have now.
Yeah, that would have been very useful.
To have both.
Yeah, but now you don't have that anymore.
And the thing is, Apple could, like, I thought the next generation they will put it in. But the way it seems now, they will kill it on every device now.
Yeah, it's a shame.
That's Apple.
I mean, they probably invested millions in creating it in the first place with the
And it's
fingerprint.
awesome, it works
and it works
perfectly.
very good, but now, no.
And it's faster, I just have to let it get done.
I mean, I'm saying the Face ID is great technology.
Yes,
like
of
from
course.
the engineering perspective, it's
Yes.
incredibly, but from the price perspective,
damn.
it's just not worth the whole device. I mean, $1,000, I paid so much for my PC.
I said to you, I could go on a 1 month trip across the world
Yeah.
for that price, and that's
for the price of
ridiculous.
a phone. It's just too expensive. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and the thing is that the front camera actually also supports the portrait mode and portrait light because it's a better front camera, obviously.
It has the Animoji, the most important feature.
Yes, that's the most important feature, the Animoji shit.
Yeah, I've actually tested this. I don't find it so incredible.
Yeah. And now this is the big question: we gonna end this video?
Yes.
Yes, and that's why do you think that the iPhone 10 failed? Because if you have heard it, production should cease in summer this year.
That's incredible. I mean,
That's really bad for
that's
Apple.
this year, right?
Because the iPhone 6s is still in production.
Yeah, and they really thought this is gonna sell very nice
And
and
they
very
didn't.
good, but they didn't know.
And we knew it from the start it wouldn't.
And we were like, when we saw this price, I mean, we were like, no, for a normal person,
I
it's not
remember-
affordable.
You remember 2 days ago when we met in the cinema and we were talking about the rumors for the iPhone and we were like, no, it can't be that expensive.
Yeah,
they can't
no,
do
they
that.
can't do that. Oh yeah, I remember it. And they
Yeah.
really did
And
it.
they really did it.
So yeah, not everybody has a $1,000 and up for a phone to
The
spend.
thing is, I could save it, that's not it, but I don't want to spend 1,000 for
No,
a phone, that's ridiculous.
It's not worth the whole package, if you know what I mean. It's
No.
so I would go with an iPhone 8 and be done with it.
Yeah.
A friend
God.
of mine got an iPhone 8. Like she was using an old Samsung something, and now she got an iPhone 8.
The iPhone 8 is fine.
So it's just the same, like just improved, a couple of better new features. It's not incredible, but
The thing is, I think the iPhone 10 failed, of course because of the price, but the second thing is actually because they cannibalized their own lineup with the iPhone 8. Because, again, what is the difference between iPhone 8 and 10?
not even the processor.
No, the OLED, well, somehow, but the OLED screen, which has HDR, okay, yes, of course, that's like the biggest feature of it. Face ID,
the
yes.
design.
Yeah, yes, Face ID and that's it, actually.
Yeah, so
That's it.
yeah, the problem is,
And you have to pay like double for it.
yeah,
That's the thing.
that's the problem. When you want to actually spec it up, like then it goes to what 2,000 probably.
I don't know.
I mean, when you go to the highest model.
1,500 something?
Okay, yeah, but
600,
still,
I don't know.
but still for a phone.
No, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, iPhone X. I think the iPhone X will one day become, like in 10 years or so, a very collectible thing because it failed.
Yeah, but I think Apple predicted it with the name. The iPhone Expensive.
Experience expensive phones.
Experience failure.
Yeah, so that's where we're gonna end.
That's where we're gonna end it. So, in total, what did you think of this year?
This was not a nice year, to be completely honest.
This was really not that good.
Let's go through this again. I mean, iOS 11 is okay.
Yes.
Don't have anything to ramble about it. High Sierra was unnecessary.
Siri.
Watch OS
Yeah,
was...
you know, little updates.
tvOS is... Yeah,
With the
and that's
bone-
a little up. So
whatever.
from the software side, it wasn't so bad, but from the hardware side, the iPad Pro
Yeah, I mean, the iPad Pro is fine.
is a good product for like business people who
Yeah.
want to just make some
Shit,
prototypes
I
at a
forgot
meeting.
it. Fuck.
What did you
Sorry.
forget?
Yeah, well, they made an iPad. You know, the cheap one.
Oh,
For 300 something. That's a really great product. That's the iPad you should get.
the regular iPad.
Yes.
What is this name?
The iPad.
Just iPad,
iPad.
not iPad
No,
Air
nothing.
or.
No, the iPad.
So yeah, the regular iPad.
That's
a great.
awesome.
So that's the best
You get a
iPad
Retina
you should
display
get.
also for that.
So that's the one you should really need. The Max.
Yeah, iMac Pro is cool, but way too expensive.
Yeah, same with the iPhone X.
Yeah, oof.
So yeah, in total, I should say.
You need to step your game up, Apple.
I mean, if you compare this to a different company, it's from the price point very
It's ridiculous.
ridiculous. So yeah, this is the opinion.
Yeah, I think this was our most shit opinion video yet.
Yeah, but you know that they actually went worse and worse over the years.
That's right, yeah, because we stopped caring.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm very curious for this new Mac Pro.
Yes, we both are, yeah.
That they really shouldn't fuck it up.
We will
because-
talk about that in the 2018 version then.
Probably, yeah.
Hopefully say good things about it.
So yeah,
So Apple this year, come on, make it your year.
get your game on.
Get your game on, yes, give us Valley Lion.
Finally, we're waiting for it.
Yes.
See you.
See you!